What's up, everybody? As you can see in the title, today is going to be a very good live stream. Y'all let me know if the sound is good, because if the sound is not good when this starts, I'm going to end it and restart it. This is going to be a really good podcast, so I want to make sure we get this thing done professionally, on time. We got my man Anthony Perez coming in. I want to make sure that he's got the best of the best. This is a platform, and this guy, like I said, he's been helping move mountains. This guy's down in Tucson, Phoenix. He's all over the place. So I want to make sure I drop this perfect for him. Let me know if the sound is good. What up, King James? What up, Dalton? He just got you. Y'all came in at the exact same time. That was funny. What's up, C-Fight? Hey, Dalton, I was just talking about you the other day, man. I was like, hey, we got Dalton out in Vegas helping us out all the time. Oh, cool. That's it. What up, AJ? My man, what's good? Yeah, I'm telling you, finally got one. Oh, I got all the parts assembled. Time for my truck. There you go. I just saw your text come through too, and I was about to respond to it, but I was like, I got to get on this live stream. I got to do something real quick. But I gotta, Anthony's going to come on here because a lot of people got a lot of questions about hum. A lot of people. And James like, got him. Snuck in right on him. I'm first, damn it. I ain't even say. I just got right in. Man, what up, Rip Bone? Yeah, but like I said, when Anthony comes in, man, this is going to be good because I want everybody to kind of understand, what hum is, not only what hum is, but how we're doing this. And this morning, like I said, I was out this morning doing a little driving, and I went out and I marketed hum at a couple of hotels. I'm going to drop that video tomorrow probably, but I want to make sure you guys see how we're actually going out and fighting for independent contractors. We're doing the footwork. Instead of us giving Uber $7-8 out of every ride so they can do, customer promotions or whatever, we're promoting ourselves. We doing all the footwork ourselves while we're out there. What up, Michelle? So as soon as Anthony's ready, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop him in there. I'm gonna wait until he comes in. Once he drops in and he's like, hey, I'm here, I'm gonna drop that link because like I said, this is gonna be a good stream. This is the last day of the month. So I wanted to actually end the month with a bang. This was last minute. He was not even supposed to be available, but you know how the stars lined up. I wear that 11-11 for a reason. The stars line up. We're going to end this month with a banging live stream. And there's not too many rideshare companies out there who will take the time out to get on a driver's podcast, to ask questions, to answer questions, to see what's going on in the community out there. There's not a lot of directors, not a lot of CEOs. People don't just make time for us. So you guys are showing these CEOs and these directors and these rideshare companies that this channel means a lot to all of us. It means a lot. And so they're willing to say, hey, man, I'm ready to get on your live stream. Let's go. Let's go do a podcast. I'm like, cool, let's do it. And these guys, they're out there all the time, man. You see them in the streets. You see them, in all the Zoom meetings, when they do the meetups and everything, all the marketing materials. These guys dump a lot of money into making sure hum affects drivers out here. They really want to make it good. And there are drivers out here who was doing hum when hum was free. And when it was free, nobody really understood what hum was. They thought it was an app like Uber and Lyft. They thought they were going to sit around and somehow a whole city of people who never heard of hum was going to start just using hum all of a sudden. Like, no, Uber and Lyft did that over years and years and years of cultivate. It's to the point where Uber is a verb. Hey, I'm an Uber home, man. That's a verb. I'm an Uber home. I'm going to catch a Lyft. They don't say nothing about hum. It's going to take a while for hum to get up there. So that's why we need drivers who are entrepreneurs, drivers who are not scared to speak, not drivers sitting around waiting on free shit. I'm just waiting on a ping, man. You got to create, man. You got to create a market for it. Because Uber and Lyft got a lot of people just mentally jaded, indoctrinated, thinking if you need to get home, pick up the phone and just Uber. And what is Uber doing? They're selling us like slaves. Hey, it's $65 to get you home. How much the driver's going to get? 23? No, I don't want that. I mean, if this ride is really $65, like I dropped a video yesterday about them setting our prices for us when we should be setting our prices. There are lawsuits going on about that right now. And if we are not allowed to set our prices, we're not truly independent contractors. We're employees. Because if they set the price at $65 and they say, well, you're going to get 75% of the fare is $65. The fare is not 65 less all the fees that we want to take out. No. So we sit up, what up, Triple E, my man? That's my man, Eric. So we should have a right to sit up there and say, if you're going to charge these people 65, that is the fare. We want 75% of that. We don't want 75% of scraps left over after you've taken everything you want out of it. Oh, man, all we got is $40 left out of that. Hey, out of that $40, we're going to get No, but you just charge these people 68. Yeah, but we took 28 of fees and all this other crap out of the top of it. So we're just going to give you whatever scraps we got left over. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So if we want to go out there and be independent contractors, like all those lawsuits, when I dropped that video, the only reason why the judge said that they didn't have a case, well, they had a case. Their attorneys didn't know that they didn't opt out of arbitration, for one. So many of them didn't opt out of arbitration. For two, so you couldn't do a class action. For two, you had to do it individually. So if you can't do it individually and you didn't opt out, it's hard for you to present your case. The judge is like, I want to hear your case. I want to hear it, but you guys got to do the technicalities first, because according to your agreement, you have to arbitrate this. You can't be sitting in front of me right now as a judge. You can't do it. And for two, you can't do a class action. This has to be individually. Each one of you got to come in front of me alone. So opt out and then come in front of me. Now I'll hear it. So like I said, the judges didn't say they didn't have a case. They never said, oh, they don't have a case. They don't have a case. Understand what's going on in law. You have to have the ability to present your case. But you know, Uber and Lyft is going to fight back. Uber and Lyft is going to say, well, these guys all agreed to arbitrate. We shouldn't be here. They agreed to arbitrate. They can't do a class action because they're all independent contractors. And that's how they get trapped. They got Tony West over at Uber. They got, and Tony West is helping Lyft too. So if they're going to play this game with people, you got to have attorneys that know rideshare, know the law, know these contracts, know how it's set up, because the judge wants to hear it. Everybody wants to hear these cases. But guess what Uber and Lyft want to do? They want to have you sign NDAs. If you sign NDAs, you can't tell anybody on social media. You can't talk about it in public. You can't tell a friend. You can't tell a family member, because once you sign an NDA, it never happened. And Uber and Lyft keep doing exactly what they've been doing. And nobody knows that all these people have won all these settlements and done all these things because all these people have signed NDAs. Uber don't want a public trial. They don't want things to be, able for us to go in and pull down the documents of it in a public trial. They will always settle a case because settling keeps everything confidential and it doesn't give us the ammo. As a driver, I want the ammo. Show me what the case is about. I want to see all the facts laid out, because it may parallel with so many of us, and we may all have a case and not even realize we got a case. That's what I'm saying, man. There's a lot more going on that's deeper and rational than what people know. So for these people who are saying, oh, I'm staying on the apps, I'm loyal to the apps, I'm doing this on the apps, I don't deal with those people. I don't deal with them because they don't understand what's really going on in logistics. Uber and Lyft says they're a tech company, not a transportation company. So if you tell me you're tech and you're not transportation, you can't talk to me about transportation. I'm transportation. I'm not tech. Me and you are in two different worlds. You keep doing your techie shit, I'm going to do my transportation. And if I got to talk to a rider and say, hey, I'm going to transport you from this point to that point, I'm not going to tech you to fucking death. I'm not teching you. I'm transporting you. I'm transportation. I'll transport you as an independent contractor. So I have the right to say, this is what I'm willing to do it for. Uber wants to say, we set the price already. But in that price, we included all of these fees for using our tech. And I'm like, I'm not a techie. You ain't got to use tech, man. You talking straight up. I'm right here in front of you. I'm not using tech. I'm not a techie. If you want to ride from point A to point B, let's do it. $50. Perfect. They're charging me $89 to leave this damn stadium. $50. Let's go. Okay, cool. I don't have to compete with them against tech. If you want to sign a non-compete with Uber, you have to sign a non-compete in a technological sense, not a transportation sense. They're not a transportation company. They admit they're not a transportation company. If you say you're doing transportation, you're not competing with tech. If you say you're doing artwork, you're not competing with tech. If you're doing dog walking, you're not competing with tech. If they say, well, you sign a non-compete, I'm not doing tech. I'm talking to people. That's not tech. That's transportation. That's conversation. And that's why I appreciate having Hum, because Hum allows us not to use tech. There's one app out there that says, hey, you don't have to use tech. We allow you to talk to people. We want you to build your business. You're not competing with us as Hum. You do not compete with Hum, Jeff. All you're doing is building the Hum ecosphere. That's all you're doing. When you get a private ride, when you talk to somebody about getting on Hum, you are not competing with Hum. You're not competing with us. We want you to go out and make money. We want you to go out and build your business. Uber and Lyft ain't like that. Like I'm saying, these are totally different things going on right now. So did Hum give any time frame on in other cities, Michelle? Hey, Michelle, when Anthony gets on, that's the guy. He's the director of operations. That's the guy to ask. So I'm pretty sure he's going to talk about it. But as far as me, I'm just a driver. but he's going to probably sit down and talk about expansion, ideas, things they see, reasons why they can and can't expand. But like I said, there's not a lot of rideshare channels that's going to get people straight from the source and bring to the channel. They're going to look in the newspaper and find out. No, I'm not going to the newspaper to find out about Hum. We're bringing Hum straight to you. What up, Chris? And Scotty says, live with Jeff. What up, Billy Proctor, my man? Hey, Brian, that's what we doing, man. We're going to keep our foot on their neck because they know exactly how we roll around here, man. We're going to be independent contractors. Hum allows you to be that. We're not competing. No driver on Hum is competing with Hum. None of us are. We're all teams. We're all networks. We're all linking together. We're helping each other out. One driver cannot drive this whole city and get every rider. That's why I don't even want every rider. I'll get the riders I can get. The ones I can't get, I pass to Jamil, pass to Bighorn Kev, pass to Billy Proctor, pass to Eric. I pass what I can't deal with. And so this is why Hum is so critical to the ecosphere of rideshare. It allows us to independently operate and not feel like we got somebody watching over our shoulder. Did you get cash from that guy? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? You can't do that. You can't take a break. You can't log off. You can't log on. You got to take a picture. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. This is not even, it's like they're Uber and Lyft is having daycare. They got daycare. And there's a lot of people who are okay with daycare. A lot of people are like that. What Billy say, man, that's what I love about Hum. As drivers, we're communicating. We're not competing against each other. We're fighting Lyft and Uber united. That's what I'm saying. We are a part of the rideshare ecosystem. That's what we are. And we believe that and we know that. So when we go out and we're doing rides, we're fighting against the greed and the corporate corruption. That's what we're fighting against. We're not fighting each other as drivers. We're too little. I'm too little for you to fight, Billy. I'm way too little. I'm not making $1 million. I'm probably making less than you. So why you going to fight me? You're not. You're going to help me out. I'm going to help you out. What up, Bighorn Kev? I'm going to help Kev out. I have no reason to fight y'all. No reason to compete with y'all. No reason to put challenges against y'all when our challenges are big. It's Lyft, it's Uber, it's greed, it's corruption. It's them trying to get rid of drivers going driverless. That's what our true fight is. But these apps want you to think, oh, there's another driver better than you. Like, I don't give a shit. It's not my problem. If he's better than me or worse, that's not my problem. My problem is making sure I get profit on everything I do. That's my problem. So every ride I do, I'm getting it. What up, Lindsay? What up? Says, have you read my email yet? I probably haven't read it yet. I've been so busy today, but I'm going to go through and read emails later. I'm going to get out and drive for a little bit, probably read emails when I get home tonight. Say, I'm new. I can use Hum in Texas. I'm new. Can I use Hum in Texas? D. Micah, you can't use Hum. It's only an Arizona-based company right now, but they are spreading. They are researching other areas. And somebody hit me up and says, well, they're operating in Northern California because I got it on my app. What you don't realize is that Hum has two co-founders. One of them actually still lives in Northern California. They do beta testing. That means they have to have a network up there. So the Hum network, you can access it in Northern California, but it's not functional in Northern California. You can't use it. They're doing beta testing. They may be like, okay, let's see if it works from here. Let's see if they're spreading. They're trying to spread. So they've got other markets that they're doing beta testing in, but it's not functional. You can't go and pick up a rider with them. You can't get paid with them. Stripe doesn't connect with it. So you will see it on your app in Northern California. Like, dude, I can download it. Oh, I can even submit documents. Oh, shit, I'm on Hum. You're not on Hum. You're in the beta group. And they don't even contact you because they didn't ask you to be in a beta group. You just kind of snuck in. It's like, man. Oh, what up? What up, Anthony? Here you go. Here you go. Let me put the links in. So Anthony and Eddie, y'all get ready. This is the director right here. I'm going to drop this link right there for you. Bam. There's the link right there, the StreamYard link. So we got Eddie and we got Anthony. Let's go. Let's go. Like I said, there's not a lot of channels out there bringing you straight information from the source of the rideshare companies themselves. And like I said, this is more like a rideshare opportunity, a building the business opportunity. That's more what it's like. It's not like, you know, you're going to sit around and get crazy pings like Uber and Lyft all day. Uber and Lyft has AI. They've been doing this for, 20 years almost, whatever, a decade, over a decade. They're going to have a lot of pings coming through because they've been around long. But when Uber and Lyft first came out, were they getting pings like this? No, they weren't. Were they getting pings all over? No, they weren't. It took them a while to build that. Hum is brand new, and we're on the ground level of something brand new. Oh, yeah, that's what it is, Chris. Chris said, I've been telling them all about it. They've been downloading in my car. There you go. There you go. See, that's the link right there. I got the link in the chat for you, Anthony. Hey, Eddie, I know you're out there too. I'll drop it again. Say, question to 300, a group of you all in things that came together. I've never heard you speak on it. Just Saw shirts. Oh, Lindsay, you got to go way back, like a year and a half in my videos. I got old videos from a long time ago. You got to go to December 2022, December 2023, January, all the way back to, let's say, January 2022. You can go way back, and that's how you hear about the 300. It's not new. The only reason why you're hearing it right now is because you just came on. That was accounting 101. We're in accounting 404 now. So, like I said, my videos are my catalog. They're on my channel. Don't think the only videos you need to watch are the ones I put out now. You can go back and look at old shit, and that will explain where we are now. A lot of people like to jump to chapter 13 and start reading that chapter 13, wondering, well, who is this guy? Did you start at chapter 1? No. Did you read chapter 2? No. What about chapter 4? No, I just skipped all the way to chapter 13. Oh, well, you lost. There's a lot you done missed. You can always go back. When I'm not dropping videos, that gives you time to go back and take a look. Say, let me pull up one of those old ass playlists. Let me go back. And you may hear me talking about the 300, showing what the 300 is, how we represent. And you'll be like, oh, that's what it is. And a lot of things I talk about now is a culmination of everything that's already happened. Like I said, this is accounting 404. We've been going. And if you haven't seen the old shit, like I see it, there's a lot of people that ask me questions in comments all the time. Hey, Jeff, man, what about? I'm like, oh, go look at this playlist. It should be in that playlist. Because I don't take my time to explain it over and over again. Because then I'd never make new content. I'd be spending so much time explaining things with old content ready to be watched, sitting in my catalog. It's sitting there. It's ready. But if you don't click on it and watch it, I don't know, man. I don't know. Levbox says, show us your hum earnings. Lev, that's what I do videos for. If you go look at my videos, you'll see them on the videos. I can't show them on a live stream. So go look at, like I said, go look in my playlist, Left Hawk. I was just saying that shit. Go look in my playlist. You'll see what you're looking for. Uh-oh, here we go. Guess who we got?
Yeah.
Video. And Anthony on the live stream. So go look at, like I said, go look in my playlist, Left Hawk. I was just saying. I can hear it. Yep, there you go. There you go.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
What's good? Hey, man, you guys, this is right. This is Eddie and Anthony right here. Now, Anthony has the hat on, so you don't have to mix them two up. That's your director of field operations. He's out here. Eddie, he's just a guy who he's like let's say he's like, if you got Public Enemy and you got Flavor Flav, he's got his own album out there sick too. That's Flavor Flav right there. What's good, brother?
This guy right here, he's my right-hand man, so he helps me with everything. So
yes.
Jeff, I want to thank you for having us here on your platform again. I know you work super hard to get here, so we want to make sure we do our best in making sure that we get out all the information that everyone's looking for.
Yeah. Now, we already had Chris on already. We had Chris on like 2 weeks ago. So he kind of broke down hum and what hum was and why they started it and everything else like that. Now, tell everybody what you guys do for hum.
So our job is simple. We work for you guys, right? We don't work for hum. We work for the drivers. We're out here hustling for the drivers.
I believe it.
Last Tuesday, we had a meetup with the top 10% of the drivers on our platform. And we essentially did a Q&A, asked the drivers, what are they looking for? You know, what type of marketing materials can we start to develop for you guys that'll help you build your own book of business? What areas would you like to see developed? Things of that nature, right? Because I haven't been driving for 7+ years. Neither has Eddie, right? But
so what you guys do is, so you're actually looking into the current market of drivers who are into, because there's a lot of people who haven't driven rideshare 4, 5, 6 years, but they're always on channels trying to give advice. The rideshare market has changed. So for you guys to actively come out and ask everybody, hey, what are you guys seeing out there? How can we make your day better? What are we doing? Rideshare companies don't do that. They don't. They force feed you and say, this is what you're eating tonight, mashed potatoes. That's it. And you're like, if you don't like mashed potatoes, you're going to starve. So it's like,
yeah, 100%. 100%. And that's no way for a company who, again, we've always preached that we are a driver-centric app. And so we actually want to go out there and hit the field and actually live that. Okay. You guys as our drivers, you guys are our clients. You guys know better than we do. Okay. So we need all the help that we can get.
I love that, advice. Man. And see, and I was explaining to somebody else how I see you and Chris, you guys are like hands-on executives. And back in the day when I used to work corporate, that's how I was always on somebody's computer, showing them how to work something, actually walking them through the steps and everything. People need to realize you're an executive. And yet we were at the bike event. You set up my very first manual ride for me. I had no idea how to do a manual ride. And you brought the guy Rob to me. You said, hey, here's a guy, he works here. He needs a ride all the way down to Mesa. Let me show you how to do it. Executives are not in the streets showing people how to work the apps on their phones. And a lot of drivers are seeing that. And we're like, these guys are serious, man. They really want to see us make money. When you got executives in the streets walking through dirt and rocks to help us make money, that speaks volumes to me, man. I appreciate you guys.
Standing in the pouring rain when it doesn't really rain here, not dressed properly too. Like I thought it was going to be
waste
sunny
management. Waste management. Yep. Waste management.
Yeah, seriously, out there in the hail, man. Look, we are down for it all. That's one of the big reasons why Hum is blowing up the way that it is. Drivers see what you are talking about, the fact that we are in the field, that we are on the level with the drivers. We are here to help. We're not just trying to force feed you mashed potatoes. Okay?
Exactly. Uh-oh, something happened to my camera. Can you guys still hear me?
We can still hear you, yep.
Okay, I don't know what it just says. Something like looks like my camera was unplugged. I don't know what that means. But so we're gonna have this like this. I don't know what happened. Something happened to the camera. It always goes like that every once in a while. But the fact that you guys like, and I tell everybody, even when I'm doing my videos and things like that, you guys are actually giving drivers cash money. All we do is pay $1 a day. That's all we pay is $1 a day. And you guys are out there going, hey, we want to help you make $300, $400 a day. What can we do to help you make that money? Whereas with Uber, it's exact opposite. It's like, how much can we make off this driver's back? You guys already, like Lindsay asked, how does Hum make money? Hum makes money off of subscriptions. So we pay subscriptions, and that's how you guys get paid. And we turn around and say, we can afford these subscriptions because of how much profits we're making with it. So it doesn't bother us to pay $1 a day. I mean, and that's how I try to explain it to people out there.
Yeah, 100%. Literally, I was talking to Bighorn Kev. Shout out to Bighorn Kevin. He was here today, and we did a testimonial video to send out to the 800 drivers that have signed up but haven't paid for the subscription. And he came out with a testimonial for us. And that was one of the things that we were talking about. Is I asked him, I was like, how much have you made on the other platforms? 2,000. I was like, and how much of that did you leave on the table? Probably another 2,000. You know,
exactly.
Like, how much have you made here on our platform? You know, and what did it cost you? $29.95. Okay, it's a small price to pay.
That's it.
To be your own business.
And that's what I try to explain to people. We are our own business. And I did a video yesterday about a lawsuit going on. Uber and Lyft were sued by a group of drivers and attorneys and everything else because they're failing to allow drivers to be independent contractors. They're price fixing. They're racketeering. And a lot of attorneys in this world are seeing that. They're like, if these guys are independent contractors, they should be allowed to set their own price. Hum is one of I would say not one of, is the only rideshare company that allows us to set our own price when we're standing next to a client. How'd you come up with that idea?
Well, like we said, we're a driver-centric company. And how are we going to get to the passengers that have disabilities, that don't have that don't have a mobile device at their disposal? You know, somebody who, you know, there's so many things that can go on and on and on. How do we get to those clients? You know, so we created this manual ride feature so that we can be an all-inclusive rideshare company. Because that's what it's all about. I think
that's major. Yep, and I think that's major because I remember at one point in time, Uber was trying to start this cash ride thing, but Uber was controlling it because Uber would still set the price. That was the problem. They never allowed the contractors to say, this is what I would do that ride for. I think back in 2020 or something like that, they were trying to say that they were going to allow drivers to set their price. They were trying to do something like that, but it never, ever happened. It never happened.
Yeah, 100%. And who are we to tell you guys how much you can and you can't make? That's not our role. Our role in this is to provide you the material that you need to build up your book of business. We're here to help you set up and explore the areas that you would like to see build. You know, your own clientele. That's what our job is here at Hum. We provide you guys that commercial insurance so that you guys can go out there and be the best yous that you can be. The drivers that go above and beyond for their passengers. I remember back in the day with these other platforms, you would get in and in the back seat, they would have snacks, water bottles, this, that, and the other. And
That's when we could afford it.
Yeah, but it's become something else entirely. You know, now it's just about getting on to the next one, you know, dropping this guy off to the next one.
And it's funny that you say that because, yeah, they did. Sorry, Anthony, but they did a news interview with these people that were doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Uber. And they were saying the way that they set up these challenges, the way they set up these promotions, it forces people. It's like a puppy mill. They got to keep cranking out rides. There's no room for service. There's no room to sit and have a great conversation with somebody because you got to kick them out next ride, kick them out because you got to do 30 rides a day, 35 rides a day. It's a puppy mill process where Uber and Lyft are making tons of money and the drivers aren't making anything.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, that's why I love Hum. Yeah, what we're all about. We're getting away from that, right? We're getting back to giving the drivers what they really want, and that's good pay for good service. And drivers that are providing that good service are the ones that are going to be rewarded the most, right?
Yeah,
those are the drivers that are going to have clients coming back over and over and over again because you're providing that exceptional service. They know they can.
And I like that because. Yep, because there's a guy, you know, he on YouTube, he's another podcaster too, but he always says the same thing. Don't allow people to sit and ride your coattails all the time. As Real Talk with Roy said that during one of the protests. Don't allow a lot of these lazy drivers to ride your coattails. With Hum, there's no way to be a lazy driver. There is no way. Everybody has to pull weight. And like today, in today's Zoom call, there was one driver that was pulling so much weight, he's got too many clients. You remember that? The one, he has too many clients. He was like, dude, I'm in Mesa. I don't know I got too many clients, man. I need to pass them off to you guys.
Yeah,
exactly. That is how it works. That's how it works.
Yeah. We literally there's two types of drivers. There's the drivers that say, hey, I'm not getting any rides. And then there's the drivers that are saying, hey, how can I get these rides that I have too many of and make sure that they have a driver?
Because the riders actually want to use Hum. They're tired of surge pricing, tired of gouging, tired of seeing drivers pick them up with a frown on their face because we're not getting paid. So we got a frown on our face on an Uber ride because we're like, I'm getting $11 for this, but I got to do it because I'm going in that way anyways. That's why people are sick of driving Uber and Lyft. It's like you're force feeding us like vegetables and we don't like vegetables, so we got to eat these vegetables. With Hum, it's like cotton candy, man. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Come get it till you're sick.
And that's what today, the guy, he had too many rides. He got it till he was sick. He was like, man, I created way too many clients. Who do I pass these clients to? And it was like, and we do that all the time. Kevin, they'll tell you, we'll pass our clients to everybody. Sometimes we just do it like that. It gets overwhelming. You got to start passing people off.
Yeah. Shout out to Bighorn Kev too. Just finished his 4th Hum ride of the day.
Oh yeah. And I want to tell people when people see this, when people see he only did 4 rides though, y'all, you don't understand. That's 4 rides at 100%. That's what you don't. This is not 4 Uber and Lyft rides at 30%, 40%, 50%. This is 4 rides at 100%. Each ride could be $40 each. That's $160 in 4 rides. You do 4 rides on Uber, you're averaging $7 a ride. You're getting 28. So you're getting exactly $28 compared to 160. And you're doing 4 rides. Hum, like people see the volume and they go, well, it's not a lot of volume. We're getting 100% of the dollars. You don't need high volume. You don't need to be in the puppy mill if you're getting 100% of the volume. You only need 4 or 5 rides a day and you're good.
And I think, you were mentioning it earlier too. The volume is just there because of where we're at in the stage, right? To answer, I saw someone was asking, how do we make this nationwide? we're just trying to iron out all the kinks here in Phoenix for now. We did a lot of things that didn't work. We're doing things that are working, and we're doubling down on that stuff. Eventually, we like to get everywhere. Eventually, we'd like to have the volume too. But it's going to take time, right? You know, you can't build this thing up in a couple months and expect it to, you know, giving you 30 random passengers per day. But there's guys out there who are doing it themselves, and eventually there's going to be more and more people who are just willing to use it. I know a lot of my friends and family don't want to use the other platforms now because they've heard the story so many times, and they're just like, well, why would I support that when I know I can request a ride on Hum? He's happy because he's getting everything, and I'm happy because I didn't pay the surge price leaving the bar or whatever.
Exactly.
So it'll get there.
And that's what I was talking about earlier too. Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead.
So one other way too, because I see a lot of people, they're saying, you know, Hum needs to come here, Hum needs to come there. Go on to www.humrideshare.com, and on the bottom, sign up on our wait list. The more drivers that we see that are in an area, the more likely that we're going to go and hit that area. If we see that there's 100 drivers waiting for us in Idaho, why would we not open up the next market in Idaho? You know, so that's one way that you can help us get to your state. Letting us know who's ready.
And you guys are hearing this from the director of operations. These guys right here are the ones who go to the CEO and say, this is the next market we want to go in. When Eddie says, hey, we should start looking at this market, him and Anthony come up with a plan. We should go to Tucson, or we should go to Flagstaff. These are the guys that say, this is what we want to do. So when you hear him say that, this is 100 right now. Y'all know he's bringing all the smoke. He's bringing all the smoke. So he's letting you know, if you sign up, let these apps know where all the drivers are that are looking for a new opportunity, that believe that they can do everything we say. You got to go build your own base. You got to build your own clientele. You can't sit around lazy thinking it's going to be a million pings right off the bat. Just like Eddie said, I was saying that earlier before Eddie said it. You can't sit around and just wait for pings. You've got to create your business. This is a business deal. It's not a wait on a ping, pigeon, popcorn throwing out. No, it's not all of that. You've got to be willing to create the business, man.
Yeah, 100%. Again, the best part about what Hum is it's left in your hands. Whether you succeed or you don't succeed, it's all up to you.
I love it. And that's what I tell a lot of people, because we have a lot of drivers who were on Hum when it was free. Because I'm going to tell you something about free. Free does not always equal good. Somebody told me that when I was in high school. Free does not always equal good. So they signed up when it was free. And did they go out and try to drum up business? No, because they wanted to get all these pings coming in when it wasn't there yet. The business wasn't built yet. So they're going out bad-mouthing Hum right now. Oh, Hum's trash, it's garbage, it's a scam. You guys are stupid to pay that money. But yet when they sit and they see Marcel making almost $3,000 a month on Hum, 3 G's a month on Hum, they see me. I made, I think, $700-800 just doing a handful of rides last month. $700-800 because my car was down for a week because I had to do motor mounts. So my car was already out of the game for like a whole week and a half. So I still made like $800 doing just basic, manual rides. People don't realize.
It's incredible. Literally, Marcel, he made over $2,700 and he did less than 100 rides. Like, think about that. On these other platforms, you're going to have to do a lot of work to hit that amount of money. And to do that in 100 rides, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal, right? We have a meter that, for our sedans, $5 base, $1 per mile, 25 cents per minute, right? But again, you are 1099. So anything over that meter amount, that's considered tip. That's your tip.
Yep. And that's why I was trying to tell people, if like with all the guys who were on Hum when it was free, the reason why they're bad mouthing is because they weren't real go-getters. They were sit around and waiters. They're waiting on a ping to hit. They're saying, well, like Eddie said, this is a brand new app in the infant stage. Riders don't know about it until you tell them about it. If you're giving Uber riders a Uber ride, giving Lyft riders a Lyft ride, and you're not mentioning Hum, you're losing that opportunity to tell them about a better opportunity about you. Don't let that opportunity go by. Don't sit there and say, hey, he just got out the car, didn't have a chance to talk to him. You had the whole ride to talk to him. If you want this money, you got to speak about it. People always wait until the last 30 seconds before they get. No, talk about it from the time they get in to the time you get out, that you're excited about this new opportunity. That's how Hum is sold. Because if you just try to say, yeah, next time use Hum so I can get paid more, if that's all you're saying, they're not going to believe in Hum. Tell them how excited you are about making this money, how you're not making what you feel you deserve. That's how Hum is sold. And that, like I said, that's what we do, man. That's what we do out in these streets.
Yeah, absolutely. And the ones that are doing it successfully, they're loving it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That dollar a day doesn't mean anything to them. And again, you have an entire arsenal behind you too, right? Our resources are your resources. Come, utilize them. Show us that you're willing to put in the hours. You know, show us that you're willing to do the work, so that we can also help you build up your book of business, right?
Yep.
The top 10% of our drivers are getting special treatment, right? They're gonna get they're gonna get business cards with their name on it, right? They're getting these laminated flyers with their QR codes on the back, and that's all provided by Hum, right? But that's because those guys are the ones that are doing the work. And we want to help the guys that are doing the work continue to do the work that they're doing. And that's
and what people don't understand is that the group you just talked about, they're still paying the same rate we all pay. So the difference is that you're seeing them really, really work hard. And you're saying, because we see you working so hard, we want to help you get to a whole nother level. For the drivers, that, just like Daniel just said, good drivers know how much they're worth, and Hum should focus on them because quality beats quantity. He just said that as you were talking. And it's true. If you know there are drivers out there who are quality drivers, really honing in to get these drivers, you say, we'll help you. We'll give QR codes with your information on it so a driver can contact you directly, because you're not just sitting around waiting on a ping. You're creating business. We want to deal with business people. I like that about y'all, man. Real shit. I like that about y'all.
100%. Business knows business, right? Our hustlers, our hustlers that are out there hustling for us, they're going to see hustle from me. So I strongly believe that this platform really weeds out the drivers who aren't about it, who just aren't out there being hungry, who aren't out there expressing, you know, the difference between us and these other guys, because we are not like them, you know? And so again, it just goes to show that we're willing to go above and beyond for those that are going above.
And that's the same mentality we have on this channel, because we always say, you know, I know, even me as a podcast, I know everybody don't like me, and it's cool if everybody don't like me. I'm not for everybody. Hum is not for everybody. We even say using DoorDash is not fair. People who don't tip shouldn't use DoorDash, I believe. So it's like, if you don't respect someone's time and effort in them delivering your food, you don't want to tip them, you think they deserve $2 or $3, you shouldn't be using DoorDash. Just get off the app, go get it yourself. Hum is kind of the same way for drivers, though. If you're not a driver that's going to go out and speak up for your money, this is probably not the app for you, because you're going to sit around waiting on pings while we're out creating wealth by converting Uber riders, converting Lyft riders. We're creating wealth and you're waiting on wealth. It's not going to happen like that.
Yeah, exactly. I love that word that you're using too, wealth. We're creating wealth. Okay.
Yeah.
On these other platforms, it used to pay out decent.
Yeah.
But here we're creating wealth for the future, for the forever future. Okay.
And that's what that's called building your business. Yeah.
Hum will always and forever be you keeping 100% of the fare. That's what our foundation is. That will never change. I hear that quite often. Oh yeah, it's 100% now, but what is it going to be in the future? 100%.
That's it. And I tell people that.
Yeah, your subscription might go up. You know, if you guys are making $2,000-$3,000 a week, your subscription is going to be going up.
And it should, because you're going to have to hire more staff. If you don't hire more staff, we don't get the support. Like right now we have Anna. Anna is what I call AI. It's Anna intelligence, not artificial intelligence. We have our own AI. That's Anna intelligence. She talks directly to you. She's not a computer. I message Anna. Anna says, Garrett will get in touch with you. So he's GI, she's AI. So it's like, and when you deal with Uber and Lyft support, you're dealing with AI. You're frustrated. You're sitting there for 30-40 minutes. I can send Anna 1 or 2 emails. It's whatever happened is done. It's fixed. That's our version of AI. We got Anna intelligence is way different. And she's like I said, she's sharp. She's on it. She knows customer service. She knows the system inside and out. And she knows how to talk to drivers. She doesn't feel upset when we have an issue. She says, what's the problem? What's the issue? Well, for some reason, an app like the phone rang when I was on the highway. Oh, this is what it is. Don't worry about that. She'll say something like that. And I'm like, I like her just matter-of-fact personality to get it out the way. She doesn't sugarcoat and mislead you and have you going down some rabbit hole. She just tells you straight up and it's like, hey, You're doing a great job out there. We're working on it on the back end. Don't worry about it. You're doing fine. We'll adjust your money. You're good. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's one of our core. That's one of our core characteristics is we are transparent. You ask us a question, we're going to answer it and be as transparent as possible. We don't hide behind smoke and mirrors. We put everything out front for you and help and allow you to make that decision for yourself. So I love that. I love that you're saying that about Anna. I speak highly of Anna. She is literally single-handedly handling all of these.
And that's the thing. The fact that I know Anna's doing this because she's the only person we ever contact. At some point, she's going to need support when this grows larger. And I don't mind giving, instead of $1 a day, $2 a day now, because I'm making that back within the first couple hours and I'm done. With Uber, you're paying money if you made $1,000 on Uber that week, you paid $1,000 on Uber that week. That's just how it works out. They're taking half your money. If you make $1,000 with Hum, guess what you paid all that week if you only paid $2 a day? $14 to make $1,000. That's all you paid. $14 because you're only paying $2 a day if it increases. Anna's going to need help. You guys are going to need other marketing teams because Eddie, he's got to come out to Western Arizona to go help Robin out there. So when Eddie hits the highway to go out there, hey, we riding with you, Eddie. We all go out to Havasu. We're all going to go out to Kingman. And it's like, hey, we'll help you build that area. And I was telling Robin today, we'll just stay in a hotel and we'll do Hum rides all weekend. It's like, Eddie, and Eddie, when you're ready, man, just let us know. You got support, brother. You got support. We'll all hightail it out there with you, man.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll get it done.
Cool. And I don't know you guys are going down to Tucson, and I don't know how many drivers out here want to go out there, but I'm down, man. If y'all want to ride down to Tucson, let's go down there and give them some support. We don't have a lot of drivers down there, so we can go flood the market, do some mass marketing for them and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be down in Tucson. We got a driver meetup this Friday from 10 to 1 this Friday again. So if any of you guys want to come out and support it, especially you vets on the platform too. You know, my voice starts to wear on itself after repeating myself so many times. So I like to really call on you guys.
Yeah.
You know, help these new guys out. Show them how it's done.
And that's the thing with Hum, what you guys have created. I can go to any city in Arizona. I can go to Tucson and I can convert Uber rides all day. The app works down there. So for me to go down to Tucson and say, oh, I'm going to have to deal with these cheap Uber rides, $3 here, $7 here. I can go down there and create wealth. And so the ride down to Tucson is just me going to a new market, selling myself to people who don't know me yet. It's like a wide open market for me now. I'm like, dude, I can go to Tucson, make money for about 2 hours. Be like, dude, I just made like $200 in 2 hours just doing cash rides. I'm going back to Phoenix now. I'm out of here.
Yeah. And the airport down there is not regulated like it is up here. So you can
bingo. Now you're talking. Right. You know me. I'm anti-regulation, anti-government. Man. But yeah, man. But I know you guys, like I said, we've been on here for about 45 minutes. I know you guys gotta get going and everything like that. I'm gonna have to figure out this live stream issue, but at least I got you guys, content of you guys. I want you to put this on the YouTube channel for Hum as well, because there's people that's gonna want to know about this stuff. They want to have information, and the more we get it out there, the more people that hear about Hum, see Hum, understand this is real. It's not a scam like all these initial drivers were saying. Oh, it's a scam. If you got to pay for it, it's a scam. They're pigeons, man, waiting on popcorn to be thrown out. And that's not how we roll around it. We're creating wealth. And I, like I said, with Hum, you can create a book of business. Once you create your book of business, I can sell that to somebody who says, man, is that business? Yeah, do I tell you what? I'll sell you all my clients for $1,000. You can have them all. And I'll go talk to them, and you're going to make $2,000 a month for them for the next year. It's like you're creating a database of business. Everybody is. And you might say, I don't want to do rideshare no more. I'm done, man. I'm just done. Hey, there's Robin right there. We were just saying that. Is it? So yeah, Robin, she signed up and now she's trying to get on out and think she's out in Kingman and Havasu area. But she's right now trying to get signed up. So we want to go out there and help her out there. We want to hit the road and go out and spend a weekend just kind of generating Hum business out there. So you guys operate out there?
Yeah, so technically all of Arizona is open, right? It's the fact that Eddie and myself are just two humans, and we have a very busy schedule. We had a very busy lifestyle. We are being pulled in a lot of directions. So it's just a matter of being able to get out there and start building that market. Same thing with Tucson. We have hundreds of drivers out in Tucson that are ready to go.
Okay.
But we haven't been down there to be able to market to those guys, haven't been able to market and build,
yeah,
passengers.
and even show them how to do this, because a lot of people have the app, but they don't know how to use it.
Exactly.
We up here, because we're such a tight-knit group and we're sharing strategies and tactics with each other, we've all developed a special way how to use this app, which is probably not initially intended for. I get a lot of people on my channel saying, Jeff, you're gonna be deactivated. I'm like, I don't care. It's like, I'm gonna use Hum to make money. Hum is another option. It is a rideshare option. It should be a player in the park. You cannot use Uber and Lyft to manipulate the market, to cease competition by saying you can't use Hum. Hum is a competition. No, Uber and Lyft should be competitors with each other, but we know they're just one company. So Lyft sells rides to Uber drivers, to Uber riders, and Uber sells their stuff over to Lyft. But you telling me Hum can't be a player in the game? That's market manipulation. Hum should be a player in the game too.
Yep, 100%.
So let them deactivate me. I'm taking them to court. I'm gonna use all my millions of dollars to invest in Hum. I'm buying a Lambo.
Yes. Me too. My new one too.
Hell yeah, everybody's getting a Lambo on Uber, and we gotta put Uber on the plates.
I love it. I love it. So,
all right, man.
Again, I want to thank you, Jeff. Again, your platform has been a tremendous help for us moving forward. In fact, I hear more at the driver meetups like, hey, I'm here for Jeff. Where's Jeff?
Where's this crazy dude at?
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Man, I appreciate that, brother.
You've been such an advocate for us. But the people believe in you because you do your research. They know that you're a warrior. You're an eagle. You're not down here.
Yeah, pecking popcorn, man. I'm not doing that.
Popcorns with the pigeons, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Man, I'm not doing that.
Your word is trusted, so we appreciate you doing that for us. Also, I want to let everybody know out there, okay? This is going to hit a lot more people than are on right now, but if you want to see us in your city, go to www.humrideshare.com and sign up to be a part of our list. It's a waiting list. The more people in your city, the more likely we are to come there.
And let us get it right in Arizona so we can have and don't forget about the equity page too, man, because we can also you can invest shares right now in Hum right now. You could be an owner. And a lot of people don't realize we never had that before in a rideshare company where we can get in on the groundwork and we could become an owner in that. So look at the equity page too. Go to humrideshare.com and look at the equity page.
And that also will help us get more places quicker too, right? Because if we're trying to raise money right now, so if more of it gets raised up, then obviously we can all get to where we want to go quicker too.
Yeah, and it should. And go, Anthony. Was that?
Yeah, honestly, if you're not invested in Hum already, you're already missing out.
Yeah, because it's going to grow. It works.
Yeah, these other companies, when they first started out, if you would have invested then, you would be sitting on a mountain somewhere very pretty. And Hum is right on the same track to be top dog. And if you're not invested in it already, I don't know what you're waiting for.
I believe it, man. And it's only $250. So trust me, that 250 is going to go a long way. It's going to be 2.5 million. I'm going to get my Lambo. No, I'm just kidding. I keep saying I'm going to get a Lambo, and then the oil change is going to be like $10,000. I'm going to sell it. I'm like, I don't want to get an oil change. I'm going to sell it.
Yeah. I love that.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Much love, much respect. Hopefully I'll see you guys this weekend. If we can get down to Tucson, we'll go down there and support you guys. But
yeah,
man,
absolutely.
Thank you guys for getting up.
I want to open up the floor really quick.
Yeah, let's open up the floor for Q&A. Here's somebody saying, what does Hum stand for?
Hum stands for lots of things. Hum stands for humanity, humility, right? Human, because that's what we are. We are humans.
Here you matter. Here you matter. Remember that? It's like, that's what it is. Because this is one of those companies where they look at drivers not as tools. Uber and Lyft looks at us as tools. This looks at the human aspect of it. Like, how's your day going? Hey, are you getting any pings? Do you need help getting pings? Do you need help converting rides? Do you know how to use the app? This is like a true network of drivers helping drivers, not an app corporation using drivers as sheep out there. This is way different feeling, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a totally different feeling.
Yeah, it's a community where you can come here and network.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Help us network. Help us extend our network. You have something to offer this. You know, I met one of our drivers came to our driver meetup, and he was like, "Hey, I do this mortgage broking on the side. I have this big office space that you guys can utilize if you need this space." For our top 10% driver meetup, that's where we went. And it's crazy because, again, that was offered to us by one of our drivers. It's a network. It's drivers helping drivers, people helping people. We're all humans here.
Now, let's say this. Let's say somebody from Vegas wanted to come down just for a week. Could they drive on Hum for that week they were here? How would that happen?
So you do need a Arizona driver's license.
Okay, so you have to have an Arizona driver's license.
But
what if you get an Arizona permit or something like that? You have to have a license.
You have to have a license, yeah. So you do need an Arizona license.
Even if you have a different license plate. So you can have a license plate from California, but your license has to be Arizona.
Yeah, 1000%. Why not?
Okay, all right. So y'all hear that? Everybody come get an Arizona driver's license. So when you come here, make as much as you can in a week and then fly back.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Like this will be like going to war. Say, hey man, we going to war. You ain't going to Iraq or Kuwait. You going to I'm going to Phoenix. I'm going to war. Come over and make some war money. War bucks.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah, anybody got any questions out there? Like serious questions out there? Because I mean, these are the directors right here, man. You guys got to know we have people right here willing to answer questions. So you ain't got to ask me all the time. Like I'm like, I don't know. So everyone's going. You said everybody's gonna get a license now. He's like, everybody finna go get an Arizona license. At least have one on standby. Like put it in the safe. Be like, yep. It's kind of like having a fake passport, like 007 or somebody like that. You like dun. You go in the safe, get out the Arizona license, take out the foreign currency.
Busy season.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hopefully soon enough we'll be out where you guys are at too, though. So
yeah.
Oh yeah. What to say? Are there going to be standards set for vehicles going forward? Age of the vehicle, for example.
100%. So technically there are already standards. However, since we are in our growth phase, there are exceptions that are made. But there are already standards, there's rules. I believe it's 8 years. The vehicle's got to be no older than 8 years, and then the mileage is 150. Okay. Hey, Kev.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for coming on the chat, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, man, 4 rides today, $75. You cannot beat that.
There you go. Good job.
You know, and then just some other rides, and I think you guys have probably said it. I was sorry I was busy doing rides today. Didn't hear the whole chat here. But man, with Hum, you're not leaving money on the table. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening, man. If you look at all these, if you look just at some other brands earnings that they say the rider is paying, you're getting 30% to 50% of that. That means you're leaving 50 to 70% on the table. Wouldn't you like to just have at least 50% of that 70%? I mean, that's what Hum is great about, you know. And just wanted to get on here and say that for you guys before you guys took off. These two guys right here, man, are your driver's right-hand man right here. These two guys right here. They organize everything. They help you out when you need help. You know, they're doing their marketing stuff right now that's expanding us and helping other drivers that, you know, and I thought it was very funny when we ended that call today. Right as we ended that call, I got a freaking ping, you know, and it's like, for all those people that just didn't say they didn't get rides, I just got one and I'm just sitting here on a call, you know, and then I ended up having another one that I had to cut short, you know, our little thing that we were doing. And yeah, it's just freaking, and kind of like I told, you know, you with Hum, you are the CEO, you're the CFO, you're the COO, you're the motor pool, in charge of the motor pool, you're in charge of finance, you're in charge of administration, you're in charge of marketing, You're growing your own business. So if you can't grow your own business, home isn't for you.
It's probably not for you. Yeah.
And that's what I'll leave it.
Now they
Hey,
want to
Big
say
One Kevin,
what
do me a favor. Let me see that shirt. I need to see a close up of that shirt.
Oh, the one that said, oh man, hang on.
I like that. This is what we do.
All
This is
right,
what we do. Oh, he doesn't mess his camera up. See, now everybody's cameras
things that make you go home. And let me tell you, there's a lot of things.
It's frozen. Your camera's frozen, Kev. It's kind of
Oh,
like
actually,
everybody's having camera
a
issues.
decent shot right there of the shirt.
Rose right
There we
on
go.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was perfect.
Yeah, things that make you go home.
But you know what's
And-
funny? Today, another live stream was having issues too, where a camera kept dropping over and over again. It was on Robert Reese's channel. The cameras kept dropping for some reason. I think it's something wrong with YouTube today. I don't know. Last day of the month, YouTube is screwing up.
Man, I don't know what's going
The
on.
other brands, they're trying to shut us down.
I'll leave
Yeah.
because maybe that's just me that's making all these problems. I don't know.
You're back now. You're back. No, because it was happening on Robert Reese's channel. He was doing an interview today, and it just kept dropping his guests like over and over again. It was all screwed up. Now, what year car is allowed to drive on hum? What year?
So 8 years and newer. That's technically the rule of thumb. Again,
Okay.
however, we are making exceptions at the moment
Yeah.
because we are in our growth phase.
And I think that's fair because a lot of, people who want to get something better. A lot of people out there got like, really, really nice 2008s or 2010s. They got really nice cars, clean, low miles. And it's like they want to use them. They can only do delivery. But when you give people leniency, you check the car out. Oh man, it's a 2010. It's 14 years old, but man, this thing is really clean. Let's use it. And a lot of people appreciate that more than they appreciate taking a bus or a taxi. They appreciate that car.
And vice versa. If someone gets on the platform with the beater, lemon, those passengers are not going to be utilizing that driver again. And it'll weed itself out. It's a perfect platform that does the work for us. The ones that are clean cut, put together, they're making money. The ones that aren't, you're going to weed yourself out. You're not making money on the platform.
And just like Brian says, Brian, he's one of our drivers too. Brian Sorensen, but he says, some make money so they can go get that next level vehicle. So hum allows you to make 100% of what you negotiate. And even the rates that you don't negotiate, if you get a ping, those rates pay more than what I did a video the other day, and it showed me doing a ride where it would have paid $42 if the guy went through hum, but Lyft charged him $38. The difference is Lyft was only giving me $17 out of it. So I charged the guy $35 cash. And even if he would have used hum, if he would have pinged me through hum, he would have paid $42. He was paying $38 through Lyft. Even if he would have gave me a $5 tip, that means he would have paid more than the hum ride. On hum, you don't even have to tip because we're happy with it. We're like, dude, I mean, the tips are appreciated, but you don't even have to on hum. We appreciate getting paid that much money.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way that it works. It's a win-win, like Bighorn Kevin likes to say. It's a win-win. Yeah, no more plantation rights. That's
I'm telling you, man. and that's exactly what it feels like because they're forcing people. Like I said, there's people on here driving 40 rides in one day. 40 in one day. If you do 40 rides on hum in one day, you're making like $1,200 to $1,600 that day. And it's like there's no way, and that's like 40 rides on, because you're doing a lot of $3 rides, $6 rides, $4 rides to do 40 rides. So if you did 40 rides at $3 a piece, that's $120. That's all you're getting is $120. If you do out of those 40 rides, if you do $5 a piece, you're getting $200. It starts at $5 just to pick somebody up on hum. So your average ride is going to start out between $9 to $11, no matter what. You're $9 to $11 right off the bat. And that's for the base ride, the smallest ride you can possibly do. And most of our rides, because people want to save money, they're going 15, 20 miles. So you're making $30, $40 a ride. You do 40 of those a day, you're making $1,200 to $1,600 a day. Your money, 100%. It's like, man, I love it. I love it. Lindsay says she wants to use my address for her license. They're like, wait a minute. We know this guy. That's Lindsay pulling up like that.
I love it. Well, again, Jeff, I appreciate your platform. Thank you for everybody who showed up. For everybody that had questions. I hope we answered them in a sufficient manner.
Oh, but we'll do this again, though, brother. We'll do this again. We'll do it again. Next time, I hope my camera works better, but we'll do this again, definitely.
Yeah, I know. We missed your beautiful face.
Man, y'all happy not to see my face, all my gray hair and everything.
Hey,
looking like Santa GQ. Yeah, let's hear it.
We are building up East Mesa. We are building up the airport, and we are building up Glendale, Westgate area. So
okay,
drivers that are already on their platform, if you are going to be in those areas as your home base, let us know so we can put your name and phone number on the flyers that are going out to East Mesa, Phoenix.
Look at that.
And then also Glendale, Westgate, so that when they are looking for these rides, they don't have to download an app. They're calling Brian Sorensen, they're calling Jeff, they're calling Marcel, and they're scheduling these rides directly with you without having to download the app.
There's no other app doing that for drivers, y'all. No other app does that for drivers. We'll have and like I said, you know the guys whose number you're putting on there. You know their cars. They got the Teslas. They got the hybrids. You know exactly what you're doing. A lot of these apps don't care. They'll have you renting cars and borrowing cars off of friends and everything. They don't care. So just the level that you're willing to go to put somebody's phone number on flyers to help them get money, and all they're paying is a subscription. Trust me, y'all, this is an opportunity that you're not going to see anywhere else. You're just not. I'm telling you, you're not going to see it. So I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Anthony, man. Real shit. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
Oh, no problem, man. Hey, y'all be easy out there, brother. We'll do this again.
100%. I'd love to.
All right, brother. All right, like. All right, y'all. This is what y'all get. Y'all get the mic drop right in your face. That's all you're going to get. I'm just kidding. I don't know what happened to my camera. And this is what the issue is. Because of the way that my camera is set up going through my computer right now, I'm going to have to start this stream over just so I can talk to you guys. But that was a good hour stream. That was a really good hour stream. Now I'm going to start a new stream, and we're going to do it how we do it. So I'm going to see y'all in about 2 minutes. Let me close out this stream. They're going to probably chop this stream up so they can put it on our website anyways. And now we're doing it. Lindsay, get ready for the next stream. I'm going to answer everything you want to know, but you got to look at my face when I say it.